Good morning, and welcome back to another daily market outlook video where we're going to discuss all the major dollar pairs and gold. Guys, as you can see, I'm not at my regular setup. I am currently on a vacation on Sicily, and I managed to get a little setup together that I still can make the daily market outlooks from here in the morning. So let's see what the market can give us today. If I look at DXY, then I can see that we had a manipulation move in towards the downside. We took a lot of liquidity and then we started some order flow in towards the upside. But after swiping the highs one more time over here, we now started to break down and trade down lower once again. So we're still back in the range for DXY. I do expect some downside now towards at least the low of the range, or maybe if we can say that this is now bullish, then a retracement in towards the 0.5, maybe take out some liquidity, weekly, monthly open, and then further in towards the upside. But a little bit of unclear market structure as of now. If we then go to Euro USD, then as you can see, of course, we're still consolidating over here as well. Not a real direction was chosen yet. Yesterday, we broke down twice. We traded down almost towards the low of this little demand zone here that took out liquidity to the left. And we are now starting to create some bullish order flow once again after a 4-hour break in towards the upside here. Yeah, still really consolidative, still not really trading it much. I can remove this alert as well. I'm going to wait for at least NFP this afternoon, and after NFP, maybe the market will choose a direction. But then on the other hand, tomorrow is Friday, not a lot of activity in the markets then for me personally, most of the time. So I'm going to wait for next week and I'm going to enjoy my holiday for a little bit. Then if we have GU, then GU didn't take out any real liquidity. We just created some ascending lows here. I do still favor if we can push up higher to take out at least this liquidity over here, then start to create some order flow in towards the downside and yeah, get into some shorts. But until then, there's not a lot to do on GBP USD as well, in my opinion. Then we have NZD USD. NZD USD, on the other hand, is starting to get kind of interesting, in my opinion. Last week, we saw that we pushed up higher and we took out a lot of liquidity. We did not make a candle break, so we swiped liquidity over here. If we then look at this as our last impulse in towards the highs, then we had liquidity situated here. There was liquidity situated here. This demand zone didn't hold. Which is not really weird in my opinion, because there was not a lot of liquidity in this move up. We took that out. What we then did was a little buy reaction in towards the upside. We swiped the low one more time, and now this has become our valid 4-hour demand zone that can push price up higher. On the other hand, yes, this low could also get grabbed, so we could trade lower. But this low did take out a lot of liquidity to the left over here. The only thing is NFP this afternoon, and I don't want to risk anything. So I'm just going to let the market do what it wants. Hopefully we can push up, and then maybe early next week we can come back down and then get into the next move in towards the upside there. Then AUD USD. AUD USD push down lower. We are now deeper retraced in towards this demand zone here, but it's really, really consolidative. So yeah, going to wait for NFP, going to wait for what that's doing. Maybe we swipe the lows one more time. If we can get a clear push in towards the upside together with then DXY pushing down lower, then maybe some new longs are interesting for next week. USD CAD did also push up higher last week. We took out a lot of liquidity here. This is still our last impulse in towards the highs. If we just mark that out from this low in towards this high, then we want to retrace in towards the 0.5 at least. Hopefully we can take out this liquidity low that's situated over here. And from that low, I want to see some clear confirmation that we want to push up higher once again. On the other hand, if DXY decides to not show us any confirmation that it wants to go down further, then yeah, no new longs are on the table for USD CAD. USD JPY did continue to push up higher in towards the 160 levels and is now kind of consolidative over there. Still no new longs for me to be taken here, and I am just waiting for some clear confirmation that maybe we can take some shorts on USD JPY. Then if we look at USD CHF at last, then what we can see is that yesterday we pushed up higher, took out a lot of liquidity. Even the liquidity above this high has now been taken out, and we started to trade down lower from there. Also, USD CHF is really just waiting on DXY for now. So yeah, going to wait for that until DXY gives some clearer direction. And this is just going sideways if we look at it really technically, up, down, up, down, up, and now maybe down once again. If DXY starts to sell down lower, of course, we can look for some shorts here, but as of now, it's not really clear, and I'm staying out of the markets. Then we have gold. Gold did push up a little bit higher, but it's also still really consolidative. No real market direction has been chosen, and yeah, going to be waiting a little bit longer for this one. Silver as well. Silver traded down lower, but it's just really consolidative and not a lot is happening. Testing the yearly open once again. No clear bullish momentum in the market yet. If we then look at copper, then that's the last thing that is kind of interesting. After breaking the high over here, creating a new swing high, we have now retraced in towards the 0.5, and there is still some liquidity with open demand here. So maybe from next week we can see some confirmation there to push up higher. Guys, thanks for watching today's episode. Once again, I hope you all have an amazing trading day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.